sunshine for a few days, milder air. Overnight tonight, -8. City News Time, 2:33. Well, you may be taking this long weekend to hopefully just relax and spend some time with family and friends. The city's David Augustine joins us with all you need to know to enjoy your family day.
The City of Toronto says if you want to keep the kids busy this Family Day Monday, there are plenty of free and fun activities being offered. It includes skating at outdoor rinks, visiting any of the Toronto history museums, or going to Centennial Park. Movie theaters, most GTA malls, and Ripley's Aquarium are also open today. A reminder, most grocery stores and all LCBO stores are closed for the holiday. Some Shoppers Drug Mart and Rexall locations are also open. You can find a complete list of what's open and what's closed, as well as a rundown of all the Family Day events on our website, toronto.citynews.ca. David Augustine, City News.
City News Time, 2:34. MPPs are heading back to Queen's Park tomorrow after a 10-week break. Their focus will be repealing the controversial Bill 124 that proposed to cap public sector workers' wages, as well as introducing new legislation. Our Prajesh Dave joins us now with all the details. Prajesh.
Yeah, Christine, after more than a 10-week break, MPPs will be back at Queen's Park tomorrow for a new session. The Ford government hoping to put the bruising Greenbelt scandal behind them and ramp up for the next provincial election. The PC is set to table their Get It Done Act, which will touch on several affordability measures, including road tolls, license plate renewals, and carbon pricing. The proposed act would ban road tolls on the Gardiner, DVP, and all 400 series highways except the 407, and would also eliminate the need for drivers to manually renew their license plates. The same legislation is expected to deal with the environmental assessment process for construction and the official plans for municipalities that the government reversed during the last legislative session, choosing not to move forward with the dissolution of Peel Region. A big focus still on repealing Bill 124, which 2 levels of courts ruled unconstitutional after it capped salary increases for public sector workers. Ontario NDP leader Marit Stiles has suggested her party will focus on proposing concrete policy after months of criticism around the Greenbelt scandal. Stiles adding her party will also table ambitious legislation on issues like healthcare, rent control, and cost of living issues. Reporting live from Prajesh Dave, City News.
Well, today drivers lost a little perk on statutory holidays in Toronto. No longer can you park for free on the street. Our Colette Desjardins explains why. The days for a free ride, or in this case, free parking, are over. This now includes stat days, and today's Family Day is the official kickoff. Toronto police say when it comes to street parking, there's a big demand for it, so paying needs to be enforced. Some of the reasons is that there is the need to create space for infrastructure projects, bike lanes, and even streetcar corridors. From the City News 680 Traffic Center, I'm Colette Desjardins. City News Time, 2:36. Police are investigating after a 19-year-old cyclist was struck and critically injured by a vehicle near Bayview in the Bloor Street ramp. It happened at around 8:30 last night. Toronto police say the female cyclist was struck by a Toyota RAV4, thrown onto the roadway, and then she was struck by a Mercedes SUV while she was laying on the road. The driver briefly stopped at the scene but then took off. A description of that driver has not yet been released. Durham police have 2 men and 1 male youth in custody following a home invasion in Oshawa on Saturday evening. Around 9:45, police responded to a break-and-enter call at a residence in the area of Southgate and Townline Road south in Oshawa. Police say multiple suspects forced their way into a residence and threatened the homeowner with a firearm. A physical altercation occurred. The victim struck by a baseball bat. Mark Nicholas, Bradley Edmiston, and a 16-year-old were all arrested shortly after and faced numerous charges, including break-and-enter, assault with a weapon, and mischief under $5,000. The investigation is ongoing, and police are looking for a 4th suspect. So listening to All News Radio is 2:37. Here's something the kids might enjoy. The Winter Stations art exhibit is now open from Woodbine Park to Ivan Forest Gardens. City's Rob West was there.
The installations are not only eye-popping, but most of them are also fully interactive. You can actually climb on top of them or go inside them. That's a lot of fun. A 6-person jury selected this year's winning entries for the exhibit that runs for the next 6 weeks. So it's an international design competition. We have a category for students as well. If there's one drawback, it's the fact that nearly half of the installations are set up far away from the boardwalk, making them impossible for people with accessibility issues to enjoy them up close. We are actively having conversations with city staff, our parks department, about how we can make the beach more accessible. In general, the sand, of course, presents a lot of challenges for accessibility, but that's something that we're working on. At Woodbine Beach, Rob Less, City News.
Looking for a new film to check out? Our film critic James Macken has a preview of the opening movie of this year's Toronto Black Film Festival.
Maybe we can build a better home. Goodbye Julia is the first feature film by Sudanese filmmaker Mohamed Kordofani. Set during the creation of South Sudan in the late 2000s, this film is about a northern woman who accidentally causes the death of a southern man and ends up hiring his wife as a means to atone. A remarkably sad film, one that feels universal and yet incredibly specific to its locale. It is an insightful look into the lunacy of racism and how it can tear everything and everyone apart. I give this film a 4.5 out of 5. You can check it out at the Toronto Black Film Festival. At the cinema, James Macken, City News.
Coming up in 30 seconds, a quick check on your gas prices. City News Time 2:39.
A rich life means different things to different people. With a Flexi line from Capital Direct, you have the freedom to invest now and in your future on your terms. Whether it's a new business venture or that kitchen reno you've been thinking about, we have the solution. Could you use $80,000, $280,000, or even $2.8 million? If you're ready to take the next step, call Capital Direct at 1-800-NEW-CAPITAL and let's get started on your financial journey.
Now the City News gas price update. Enpro predicts the price will hold at midnight, staying at $1.50.9 a liter at most GTA stations. Coming up in 60 seconds, a quick check on your traffic and the forecast. City News Time 2:40.
Picture this, a snowy morning, and you're staring at where your driveway used to be. Your neighbor's Toyota RAV4 with all-wheel drive cruises by, unfazed, making winter look easy. You're thinking, that should be me. Yeah, this is it. It's time to upgrade your winter. It's time to Toyota. Lease a 2024 RAV4 LE all-wheel drive from $93 weekly for 60 months at 6.49% with $3,700 down. They're in stock now. Visit shoptoyota.ca or your local Ontario Toyota dealer today.
Hey everyone, Sam from Best Brand Appliance. I'm back. Look, we're all waiting for the rates to come down. By the end of the day, we're lucky enough to live in the GTA, one of the best places on earth. Nothing's perfect, including me. Ask my wife, not my mom. But I'm grateful to be living here with my family. In the meantime, Best Brand Appliance wants to kick off the upcoming spring and summer season with some unbelievable deals with our best partners like Sub-Zero, Wolf, and Mila. We have the nicest showrooms in all of Canada. Even if you don't buy from us, go visit one of our showrooms for inspiration, for ideas. If you're in the market for luxury appliances, there's only Best Brand Appliance.
City News Time 2:41. Let's head over to the traffic center now with Leah Pardo. This report is brought to you by the City of Toronto. Well, it's starting to fill in a bit on our major routes. Still not too bad of a drive, but certainly not the best drive as you head into the city on the eastbound Gardner as you approach Spadina ramp. At the right lane is blocked with a crash. Now a fire truck just pulled up, so you're just getting on by in the two left lanes. And actually, the center lane looks like it's partially blocked now that this fire truck got on scene. So basically, you're just squeezing on by in the left lane now. So that's going to definitely add into the already slow drive from approaching Parkside. You can always take eastbound Lakeshore as an alternate. Things are looking a lot better through that stretch. Now, if you're heading westbound on the 401, it's starting to fill in a bit from the 412 to approaching Salem. A bit of a drag starting to build on the northbound DVP through Lawrence. And on the southbound 400, still seeing slowdowns as you approach Bayfield to Innisville Beach Road. And again, from south of Highway 89 to Aurora Road. You'll find it busy on the southbound 404 DVP as you approach Shepherd and the Express to south of Lawrence. And out in Brampton on the southbound 410, also seeing a slowdown as you approach Sandalwood to Beauvais. And eastbound QEW starting to get a bit slow through Cawthra, but overall, a pretty good drive on the eastbound QEW right now. Owners of residential property in Toronto must declare its occupancy status every year, even if they still live there. The deadline is February 29th. Visit toronto.ca/vacant home tax. Your next report's coming up at 2:51 with the forecast. Here's Denise Andriacci. With a nice day today as that sun sets. Temperatures are going to cool. We're about -4 right now. We'll drop to -8 overnight, feeling more like -11. Clearing out of even more clouds tonight, and tomorrow is all about the sunshine. It will be a chilly start to the day, but temperatures warming to near +3 tomorrow. And we have some mild air coming in this week with some showers expected by Wednesday night. Overnight tonight, -8.
And still to come on City News, if you're a senior citizen, a heads up. Health officials say virtual reality could help seniors with memory disorders. That story, your headlines, and sports all up next. City News Time 2:43.
Things are heating up with Sunwing Vacations. Great all-inclusive packages to paradise like the Dominican Republic. Home to some of the world's best beaches like Barbaro Beach. And once-in-a-vacay eco-adventures to try. Ever climb a waterfall? Take your pick of all-inclusive hotels to fit your style better than a new swimsuit. You can change the season in the Dominican Republic. Because when you save more, you explore more with your travel agent or...
Thinking about starting insulin? You might be. Tresiba is the #1 prescribed long-acting insulin by endocrinologists in Canada. Its flexible dosing means you can take once daily Tresiba at whatever time works best for you, with at least 8 hours between doses, even after you test your morning blood sugar. Talk to your doctor today to see if Tresiba is right for you, and visit nowready.ca. Toronto's news. Now, this is City News 680. Everywhere.
It's -3, feeling like a -8, and a partly cloudy sky. Good afternoon, I'm Christine Ritchie. Hope you're well. Here are the top stories this hour. Oh, it's a perfect day to get outside to celebrate Family Day. There are plenty of free events to take in, from a guided tour of the AGO to skating at the Bentway and skiing at Earl Bales Park. For a full list of events and what's open and closed, head over to our website at citynews.ca. And if you plan on parking in Toronto today, make sure you plug the street meter. Starting today, free parking on statutory holidays is now no longer in effect in the city. And a 19-year-old girl is fighting for her life this hour at hospital after she was struck by 2 vehicles while riding her bicycle last night in Rosedale near Bayview Avenue in the Bloor Ramp. The second driver of a silver Mercedes took off. Police are asking anyone with dash cam footage to come forward. City News Time at 2:45. Now, time for sports from Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Here is Randolph Fairbairn.
Thanks, Christine. The Maple Leafs bring a 3-game winning streak into their matinee with the Blues. Leafs and Blues are at the end of 2, 1-1. Leafs Matthew Knies is his 10th. Brandon Saad for the Blues. You can see it on Sportsnet Ontario. Plenty of action around the league. 2 games at 4 o'clock. The Oilers in Arizona to play the Coyotes. That'll be on Sportsnet 1. The Jets will be in Calgary to take on the Flames. Later at 7 o'clock, Ottawa Senators in Tampa Bay play the Lightning. That'll be on Sportsnet. 3 other games are underway. Ducks in the third with the Sabres. 4-3 Anaheim, Bruins and Stars. 2-2, about 5 minutes left in the second. And the Canucks at the end of the first lead the Wild 2-1. Marlies and Rochester, they're late in the first. Marlies leading that one 1-0. That's at Scotiabank Arena. Canada's Leila Fernandez, she'll go to the second round of the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Championship. She beat Bernarda Pera 6-3, 6-2 in first round action. 3 o'clock, you'll get Premier League action. Everton and Crystal Palace. Scotties Tournament of Hearts, Northern Ontario and PEI. Northern Ontario gets it done with a 9-5 win. They move to 2-2 at 3:30. Ontario's Rachel Holman and her rink will take on the Yukon. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime at sportsnet.ca.
All right, it's Monday. Because at Lone Star, Mondays never tasted so good. With all-you-can-eat fajitas for just $29.99. Only at Lone Star. Visit lonestar.ca for details and to find a restaurant